In a development that could reshape the Middle East, armed opposition groups have overthrown Bashar al-Assad in Syria following a lightning 12-day offensive. Assad has resigned and fled to Russia, where he's been granted political asylum. Assad's family had ruled Syria with an iron grip for over half a century. Thousands of Syrians living in exile have poured back into Syria, while tens of thousands of prisoners held by the Assad government have been freed. At the Sadnaya prison in Damascus, rescue workers are now trying to access underground cells at the site, which have been described as a human slaughterhouse. The uprising was led by Hayat Tahrir al-Shams, or HTS, a Turkish-backed group listed as a terrorist organization by the United States and the United Nations. Members of the group spoke Sunday after seizing Syria's state television.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, by the grace of God Almighty, the city of Damascus has been liberated. The tyrant Bashar al-Assad has been toppled, and all the unjustly detained persons from the regime's prisons have been released.
A deal has been reached to allow Syria's Prime Minister, Mohammed Ghazi al-Jalali, to remain in his position to oversee the state's institutions until a transition government is formed. Many Syrians across the globe held celebratory rallies to mark the fall of Assad. Sabri Shikou took part in a rally in London.
We are going towards democracy and building a new Syria with a new system, democratic system, and we will depend on society and establishment, not to the single regime who control every part in our country.
But many questions remain as to what will happen next in Syria, which has been devastated by 13-year civil war that's been fueled in part by numerous foreign countries, including Russia, Iran, the United States, Turkey, and Israel.